exactly does the ruthless profiteer have to do to earn your trust? But yes, you do make a good point. First things first, though, we need to discuss the proposal with the sultry residents. Whiskar, how do you fancy explaining the Sultana's plan to your grandfather? I'd like to hear what Watt thinks of the idea before agreeing to anything. Right away, Commander. Will you mind coming along, Twilight? I need you to fill in the details. Then I shall come as well. Should Watt wish to discuss figures, my knowledge of the nation's finances might prove useful. Let's get the bird out. You know what? Screw the bird. Oh crap! I forgot that it flies now. Ooh, it has a black aura. This has become like 100 times better. What's that down there? Oh, it's a stupid blue frog. And cue in the epic music. Woo! Damn, they live under the rocks? What manner of mischief brings you youngs to the old Watt this time, eh? They want to rebuild the Sultry, Granddad. Twilight, tell them about the deal. Wah 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 wah. Well, bugger me, we never had the point or the hands to put the place back to how it was, but it sounds like that's about to change. There's just one small wrinkle in your plan. It doesn't account for all the nasties quill up to eat anyone who goes near the shore. The king used to send soldiers to call the buggers, but the Imperials weren't about to help the likes of us. Don't worry, Granddad. We'll take care of all that. Commander Hex has been talking about starting up a regular patrol, and I'm sure she'll assign me to the load if I ask. Or the lock. I think that's how it's called, lock. I appreciate it, Whisker, and then truly I would. So does this mean you gotten better with the blade of yours? I've been training but mostly to kill Imperials. You have some experience hunting monsters, don't you, Twilight? Don't you think you could cast an eye over a few local besieged and teach me how to deal with them? Let's not waste any time then. I'll see you by the lock. Unless you are busy attending to the local Fiona, I shall have Master Watt explain to me exactly what is required to restore the Sultry to its former glory. Good hunting. Oh god, I'm doing hunt. Become Call of the Wild, even though I don't have that game yet. I want to. I have a job, but not the income yet. Right then, Twilight, I got a spyglass here. And used to take a closer look at the past. Once you got them got their measure, you can tell me what to do. We'll see and get on. Search the surroundings for enemies. You may move the inspected. Okay. I should buy arrow. Oh, looks like you found the Yabby. They hitting their hell like expecting a rock. Suggestions? Vulnerable under the head, are they? Right then. Wish me luck. Da 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 da. Ba 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 da ba da ba da ba 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 ba. Thanks, by the way. It did just see what you told me, and Redkin went down like a sack of potatoes. Let us find something else. Ugh. Give me a gun, I'll do it myself. I think I can handle the Yabbies now, so we should try something different. What else is there out there? Alright. What the hell is that thing? Discover a Bad weak point. Ah, Pohead, how do I defeat one of those? Just hit it really hard. Inside the head, is it? I'll try to stab it right between the eyes then. How many times is this guy going to level up? Like he's getting way more experience than I do. Not easy finding the liberator of Elmina watching your every move. But I got the job done. Thanks for the advice, Twilight. I feel a lot better prepared for my patrols now. Any road. We should head back to the Sultry before the Grandeur starts to worry. I'll be snipped into pieces and fed to the Yappy hatch joints. Narwhal, living in the ocean, causing a commotion. Although this thing is pretty big for a narwhal. Not even a narwhal, it's more like a flying whale. It makes no sense. I see you returned in one piece. Deal with those beasties then, did you? I fought them myself after a bit of instruction from Twilight here. Once I shared what I've learned with the others, we have no problems we have no trouble keeping the shoreline clear. Good lad, a fine young man you've become, Whisker, a fine young man indeed. Too often of late, I hear tales of the folks over in the city drunk on victory and hungry for revenge, their heads stuck firmly in the past. But we need to set our sights on the future, on things which will improve our lot. Things like getting the Sultry ready to welcome on those countrymen. Securing the Sultry, done. Alright, Alfie, what's next? A blissful arrival. Alpha now seems satisfied that he and Watt are one mind. It seems Whisker and the Salty security is well in hand. I, meanwhile, have discussed the next steps with the Master Watt and completed my inspection of the site. With a little work and the vacant buildings here, we could have made it into a very presentable dwelling. This is from the General Aldin. Apologies for the interruption, miss, but the General will speak with you at your earliest convenience. Huh? Do not feel obliged to wait around on my account. I will remain here to hammer out the finer details with Watt and act as an intermediary with the business partners of Inulda. You should go. General Lee asks that you wait for him by the main gate in in Alamega's quarter. Apologies again, miss. Fare you well. Well, let's fly there. I want this horse. It looks way too good. I think this is like the aura that the admins use if you get teleported there. Sorry about that, Alex. Start it up again. Wait, give me 1 second. There, I disabled the mic. Yeah, the Alexa is an Echo Dot, and when I said this is too good, it wanted me to play the song "Is It Too Good," which makes no sense. But right now I have the Echo microphone disabled. So anyways, wait, is she still on? Why is she still there? Okay, whatever. Wait by the main gate.
Apologies for the wait. People are screaming for the butcher's blood again. No sooner have we broken up one mob than another forms. Thankfully, all have been amenable to reason, thus far. But it is no concern of yours. We must speak of the men Arenvald and his comrades apprehended in the peaks.
By their uniforms, the captives were first judged to be Imperial troops. But after further investigation, their true identities came to light. I dare say you remember Yuyuhasi and Laurentius, the fugitives who conspired with Captain Ilberd in the Crystal Brave's betrayal. Aye, well, it would seem they followed him all the way to the wall. It was they who orchestrated the slaughter of the resistance fighters prior to the Griffin's infernal ritual.
Were it in your hands, how would you punish these men?
Oh, God.
You would spare these animals? Yours is a more merciful brand of justice than mine. In any event, I thank you for your honesty. When the time comes for the Alliance to pass judgment, I'll see that your opinion is heard. Well, that concludes our business here. But there is more I would say. Walk with me. I bear a share of the blame for Ilbert's atrocities. Had I openly supported the cause of Alamegan liberation, he might not have felt driven to do what he did. Things could have been different, and I'm sorry they aren't. But even after all that has happened, my homeland is free. With the Scions and the Alliance at their side, my countrymen have reclaimed what many thought lost forever. Under her new leadership, I have every confidence that Alamigo will emerge from the shadow of the Empire and rise once more to greatness. Which means my work here is done. Soon, I will return to Uldar and take my place at the Sultana's side.
Father...
I'll not deny there's a part of me that wants to stay. The same part that contemplated renouncing my rank and joining you as a wandering sellsword. But I pledged my blade to Nanamo, and I will not betray that oath.
Is this truly what you want, Father?
It is. Ever has my sword been hers to command, and ever shall it remain. Thank you for lending an ear. When all the rest are clamoring for me to stay, I trust you'll send me on my way.
Ooh, I think we're almost close to like finishing the main scenario. That took longer than I intended, but it's already daytime. But at least you know where I stand. Now, that's settled. Arvold, what news? We may have a problem, sir. A group of Ananta has arrived at the main gates. I don't mean the Thavira. These are, Olaya? The ones that summoned the Primal. They insist they be allowed to attend the council. He says trying to reason with them, but she may need help. An invitation was extended to all the native beast tribes, but we assumed the Vela would refuse it out of hand. We had best to go in and see for ourselves. Pippin, take command of our forces and be ready for battle. Twilight, you dealt with the Qualiana before. I have you at my side. Man, this is like kind of unpredictable what's going to happen. It could go bad or it could go worse. If there's only two of them, it's going to go good. I think they want just their input on the whole matter. This has to be like the best mount to get like in Heaven's Word right now. No, in Stormblood. Okay, they came in with swords. This is not good. This is not good. Twilight, Rob on Guts, it's good to see you. Ah, the Slayer has come. You have not forgotten how you sinned against the Lady of Bliss. But we did not come here to shed blood. I claim to seek harmony with all who call Yerbania home. If this is truly your wish, you will welcome us as envoys of the Anata. It is our wish, and you are welcome, but we cannot condone the summoning of the primals. If you want to enter the palace, I must ask that you first surrender any crystal jewelry. You have my word that it will be returned to you when the meeting is over. You will do as you ask, but you will not have our weapons. We are not so foolish as to place ourselves entirely at the mercy of our dementors. I reckon the closest we're going to get a compromise, and we will have people standing guard. Aye, let them keep their sword. Then oh, excuse me. Then we have an agreement. Lead the way to your meeting chambers. Why do I have the feeling we welcome a viper into our midst? Oh yeah, I should use these. Sweet, I'm a leader of a band. Oh, a minion. So this has to be the last main scenario then. The Quelana Elder intends to seem at odds with all we know of her tribe. What do you think, Twilight? You believe an understanding can be reached. This is not entirely unheard of, I suppose, but those who follow the Saint Shiva eventually sought to recognition with the Ishgard. Whatever the truth, I will take no chances. The guards must be strengthened, ideally with people who know a thing or two about primals. Can we rely on the science? I'll round up our comrades and send them to the Alamegan quarter. You can go ahead if you like, Twilight. My thanks. I will see you in the palace. Right, landed. Waiting. Ishtola! Twilight, I brought reinforcements. Arrow told me of the arrival of our unexpected guest, and I agree that it would be prudent to call upon Ishtola and Thancred as well. One can never be too careful with dealing with the enthralled. I'm not familiar with the Qualiana tribe myself, but at least the report suggests that they have shunned contact with other races, despite it, in fact, even compared to the other Ananta. Indeed, this apparent reversal in attitude is most curious. No one expected a response to our invitation, much less an envoy. I imagine Lisette was forced to make some rather hasty arrangements in order to accommodate them. Speaking of which, how should we deploy ourselves? If the meeting is to be held in the throne room, Which seems too wise to have both eyes inside and outside the palace. Ishola, can I stand guard without you? Wait, let me reread that. Ishola, can I stand guard without at least the three of you to keep watch over the proceedings in the throne room itself? Understood. We should join the general duties inside then. Twilight, do you know of the rear entrance to the palace? It's the eastern edge of the city. It's at the top of the stairs. The guard there should have been instructed to let us pass. Up, up, and away! Get with the science, miss. General Aldine left orders that you were meant to be escorted inside. If you follow me. God damn this cough.
Thank you all for coming. I am Lise Hext, and I speak for the Resistance. Among you are village elders, refugee leaders, envoys from the Ananta and the Kikern. You've come from every corner of Girabania to help decide the future of Alamigo. But before that, I want to ask you a question. What was the first thing you noticed when you came in? For me, it was that empty throne. It has no one to sit on it now. No viceroy, no king. Would any of you like to take their place? Or should someone else sit there? Then let's sit here in a circle, as equals, and I hope, as friends.
Expertly done. Lise has removed monarchy as a choice early in the game, and positioned them to consider a joint government. All things considered, I would say events have got off to a fine start.
And that is Alagana's stance on the matter.
Thank you, Ragenford. Another vote in favor. Next, let's hear from Shanti of the Kaliana. Tell us, how do your people feel about the idea of a republic?
The Ananta wish only that those who dwell within Gir Abania devote themselves to our faith. You shall all worship Sri Lakshmi! Lady of Bliss, grace us once more with your beauteous visage!
be happening? No crystals were allowed through the door!
We can worry about the how of it later. We need to evacuate these people right now, or the Primal will make thralls of them all!
It's up to us.